guys, today I'm here with a PR haul or a what's new in makeup. Generally I do this kind of thing on Snapchat, but I got really behind on my Snapchat unboxings and I've had some really cool new big collections come in, so I wanted to put it in a more permanent place, and that way I can get your interest and kind of gauge what you think is something you'd like to see more of on my channel. Of course, do not forget to enter my 30,000 subscriber giveaway. It is a big one. I will link to it down below, but let's go ahead and get started. I've chatted at length about PR before in a video, so I will link to it down below, but basically it's a good thing. It is not a bad thing. I know that a lot of people, or sometimes people, have issues with it, but basically it allows me to get my hands on products early so that I can let you know my opinion. It allows me to have an entire collection of something so I can do a lip swatch video. Also, there's products that I don't easily have access to. There's products that I may not actually be interested in personally to purchase myself, but that doesn't mean it's not something I'm going to test out and recommend or not recommend. It does not affect my review. Whether I think it's good or bad, I will let you know, and yeah, that's it. It's a good thing. It helps give more variety and keeps you up to date with what's going on in the beauty world. Anyways, I've got a whole bunch of big collections, so as I already said, let's get started. So I have a brand new foundation to chat about, and I'm really excited. I got the entire collection here, and I'm actually in the midst of an Oily Skin Diaries video, so that is already up. If you'd like to see the review, I will link to it down below. I switched out my necklace and my shirt. You know how I do, but it is the Amazonian Clay Stick Foundation. There are 12 different shades in the range. It is said to be matte, full coverage, or buildable, and also have ingredients in there that are actually good for your skin, which I think is really interesting. 12 shades in the range, but I do feel like they will end up extending it. That's kind of how Tarte does things. It's retailing for $39 American, and then there's also a brush, so it's a really nice kind of dense angled brush, and this one is going to retail for $29. I don't have the Canadian prices just yet, but so far so good. I've only had the foundation on for about 45 minutes. If you'd like to see kind of how it lasts and stuff, I will link to that down below, and I also have a blog post with swatches of the entire collection if you'd like to see which shade may work for you, and it is launching on May 21st. Another really exciting and fun collection is from MAC. This is their new summer collection. It is called Fruity Juicy, and I think that it's just adorable. And not only do I think the packaging is really cute, I think that the collection looks really gorgeous. Lots of corals, deep pinky reds, and I think that it just looks like lots of fun. In the collection, I think the most kind of coveted item, or the most sought after, is going to be this guy, which I think is gorgeous, and I've already swatched because I did a blog post on this, or I'm working on a blog post. This is the Oh My Passion Pearl Matte Face Powder, and this is really pretty. I think depending on your skin type, it's either going to be a highlighter, a blush topper, or maybe a blush. For me, it's something that I'm probably going to use more like a blush topper slash highlight. It really has a ton of glow in there, which I wasn't expecting just looking at it. It looks like it's a bronzer, and it's going to have a little bit of color that will act like a blush. But I think that it is really unique, has like a pinky purple shift with a little bit of a gold running through it, which makes it really beautiful and versatile. And then they also included Refined Golden, which is something I have never tried from MAC, and this is one of their bronzing powders, and this is really nice. It has a little bit of shimmer running through it, but it doesn't actually have like a ton of like gold flecks or anything that would be left on your skin. I think what I'm going to do is a video showing off some of the Fruity Juicy collection with other products that I think would go really nicely, so I would do like a complimentary eye look. So let me know if you'd like to see that. This collection also is launching on May 18th in North America, and I also have two other items from the line. I've got a pile of makeup in front of me here, guys. This is the Love at First Bite Amplified Cream Lipstick, and I forgot how much I loved amplified lipsticks, and I just love the limited edition lipstick tube. It's like so hard to resist. I've got lipsticks from MAC collections that I didn't even want to buy. I didn't even really care for the color, but I just love the tube. It's like so cute, and it just really summery. And then also they have a cream sheen lip gloss, and this is in the shade Shake Shake Shake. Again, a really juicy, beautiful coral shade. In the collection as well, there are eyeshadow palettes that look really nice. There's a few other items and a few other lipsticks that I don't have, but if you'd like to see them in a video or any of these products, let me know. Speaking of gorgeous packaging, Urban Decay has absolutely killed it with the Jean-Michel Basquiat collection. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. I actually just did a little Googling of him which I think is cool about these kind of collaborations. Although he is no longer alive and Urban Decay collaborated with his estate, of course, to get approval on all these kind of things, I think that it is really nice to bring his work to light. He was a black artist in the 70s, did some work with Andy Warhol, and he did a lot of things that were a little bit against the grain, and I think that that is really cool. And he did struggle a little bit with being a black artist at this time, and I think that that's something that is still relevant today. So I really enjoy the fact that they did something like this and brought that to light, and is kind of, you know, hopefully getting a conversation started. But also just makeup, totally solely makeup wise, I think that the collection is gorgeous. There are 2 eyeshadow palettes in the collection. This one is probably going to be the most popular. It is the more neutrally one, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. The shade selection in here is really nice. The mattes are beautiful, but it's still a little bit interesting. It's not a totally bland neutral palette. And then there's also something a little bit more colorful, and this has a really interesting selection of shades. I've only swatched these so far. I think that they were all really, really good. The only one I wasn't so sure about was this kind of blue one here, but I think I'm going to do a whole video and show 2 looks with each of the palettes, and then show the face products as well. Face products I'm really, really excited about because I think it's actually going to match my skin tone, and I have a lot of trouble with face palettes sometimes not matching me, but I think that this looks really good. The highlight in here is insane. So bright. 2 kind of pink, like 1 pink blush, 1 that's a little more mauvey purple, and then the bronzer in here actually looks like it's going to suit my skin tone, so yay. Also in the collection, there are 3 of the slide-on eyeliners. I think that this shade is so interesting if you love the kind of warm, rusty shades like I do. This one is in the shade Anatomy, and it is just so creamy. I would also venture to use this on my lips. I don't know if that's allowed, but it would act as a really great base or just something really warm along the lower lash line. You're also getting a blue and a green in the collection as well. And then the lipsticks I think are really cool because the packaging again matches the palettes in the sense that they have kind of this canvasy feel, but each shade of lipstick is different. You're getting Abstract, which is a cream kind of taupe shade. Epigram, again a cream, which is kind of this rusty shade, and then the shade Exhibition, which is a comfort matte. And my only issue with these is I found, okay, I'm able to do it now, but when I was doing swatches of these yesterday, I found the lids really hard to get off. Maybe they just needed to be loosened up after their first use. But if you are a fan of the collection, if you are a fan of Urban Decay, or you're just intrigued by the shades of this collection, so far it seems really amazing, but I will do a dedicated video. Also from Urban Decay is the Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box. This one isn't completely brand new, but it is available at Shoppers Drug Mart now, and I was really, really impressed with the shades in here. I think that they're really interesting, especially the shades Fireball, Backfire, Lounge. Like these ones along the bottom, they're just really, really cool. The Fireball shade has like this beautiful kind of pinky purple duochrome. The shades in here are really, really well done, as to be expected from Urban Decay in a palette, and it's nice and small, but you also do get like these neutral shades along the top. Also in this collection, there are 2 lipsticks, and again, these have the limited edition packaging on the outside that matches the Nocturnal collection. The shade Fireball in here is a metallicized shade, which I think is gorgeous. When I swatched it, I wasn't totally sure, and I had mentioned that on Snapchat, but I had a subscriber message me and was like, no, you can totally wear it on its own. It doesn't look patchy, but I think it could also act as a really nice lipstick topper. And then the shade Nonsense is a comfort matte, and this is beautiful. It's the kind of shade that I think that is going to look so good on so many people, but you also get that fun bonus of cute packaging. I feel like in the summertime, cute packaging is all the rage, kind of similar to around the holidays, how everybody gets super cute, but Clarins has done it as well. Their summer collection is gorgeous. This is their limited edition blush and bronzing compact. I have the one from the summer collection of last year, or maybe it was spring, but I really, really like that one as well. It's not the deepest bronzer for me. It's going to be something that's a little more natural on my skin. If you're a little bit lighter than me, this is nice, but it's a huge compact, really matte. It's really densely packed as well, but it's not so dense that you're going to need like a hard brush to get in there, but it's just really nicely packed in there, and it's a nice kind of warm bronzer. Probably not something that I would personally contour with, but I think it's gorgeous. And then they also have an eyeshadow palette in this collection, or an eyeshadow quad. And this was interesting. When I swatched it, I wasn't totally sure what to expect, but the orange in here is so pretty. It has a ton of impact. This shade here is almost like a, I don't know what I would call it. It's like there's not a ton of pigment, but there's a ton of iridescence and glitter in there, which would make it a really nice topper. You get a matte shade in here, and then a shimmery brown. I would prefer that be a matte brown, but I think you could get away with using that in your crease. And I love seeing a bright orange in a palette like like this, especially coming from Clarins. They tend to do more neutral things, but I think that an orange like this is totally something that you can incorporate into a look without it having to be too bold, and it would just be so pretty and warm and summery. And a beautiful complement to an eye look like that would be a copper or gold eye pencil. These are really, really creamy. They are their waterproof eye pencils, and they have the shade copper along with the shade gold. There's not really much shimmer in there, just a really nice metallic something that you could put on either as a base on your lid or run it through your waterline. And then they also released 2 new shades of the, what are these called? Lip lights or something? Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. I have one of these that I keep at my desk at work. This one is in the shade Pink Grapefruit, and then they also have another one that's in a tangerine shade. So again, very warm, bronzy collection. If you're wondering what is on my lips, these are new from GlamGlow. If you'd like to see a full lip swatch video on these, let me know. I do plan on doing a blog post, but these are the Plump Rageous lip treatments. And what's interesting about these is they have 3 different formulas. So I'm wearing the matte shade in the shade, not remembering right now, but I will link to everything that I'm wearing down below. But they have a matte formula, a gloss formula, and a metallicized formula. And the matte doesn't dry down like a liquid lipstick, but it definitely has a more matte finish. As you can see, it's kind of like a satin, I guess. Then the gloss is a little bit thicker, and then the metallicized is basically the gloss formula with metallic in there. I think that these are really pretty. They've got a really interesting way that they open up, and it kind of comes with like a paddle applicator. It can be a little bit of a slower process when you're putting it on your lips, but it does allow you to get a little bit more precise and build up the color. Definitely has lots of tingle. I put these on about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and I can still feel the tingle. I'm not totally sure about it plumping my lips. I'm totally happy with the plumpness of my lips as is, but I do like them as a lip formula. So if you would like to see these in a video, let me know. I think that they're interesting because it does come in those different shade selections, but overall the shades are super neutral, tons of peachy nudes, gray nudes, and kind of more browny rose nudes. I have a couple new items from Dior. The first, I can't get over it, like Dior lip product packaging is just the prettiest. This is the Lip Tattoo Long Wear Colored Tint, and I have been so into lip tints and stains. I don't know if it's just the summer, even though it's been raining nonstop here, and I'm just wanting to switch up my lip products, but I have the shade 881, 491, which is a little bit more nude, and 761. I plan on doing blog posts on all of this. It's SamanthaJaneYT.com if you're curious. It's a nice place for me to be able to take pictures and swatches and just give you my thoughts on products that I can't necessarily dedicate a whole video to. But so far I have been liking these. I think that they have a really nice, light, watery texture, a good amount of pigment, and they have decent wear time, feel really comfortable on the lips. My only issue is I feel like when it wears down, it leaves a ring around my lips as opposed to like wearing away more nicely. So what I think I'm going to try doing is, what I generally would do in an application is kind of apply it to the outside of my lips and then go on the inside of my lips, but I'm going to start on the inside of my lips and work my way out, so then maybe it'll fade a little bit differently. But they are really beautiful kind of stain. And then something brand new that I actually just tried this morning from Dior. This is a new mascara. It is the Volume Oversized Plump and Volume Instant Volume Mascara. What do you think? I'm super impressed with this. From Nudestix, they have launched are launching a beauty blogger kind of curated lip kit. There are 6 colors in the kit that are picked out by different beauty bloggers and YouTubers. I have 2 shades here. The first is Boho, which is one of their magnetic matte lip colors, and then the second shade is an intense matte lip and cheek color in a beautiful kind of red shade. I would actually love to try that on my cheeks, and it can give like such a nice natural flush, but this is available on their website, which I will link to down below. Hopefully I didn't blow through all of that too quickly, but I just wanted to show you what was new and exciting in the world of makeup, and if there's anything you'd like to know more about, be sure to let me know down below, and of course I will be doing a blog post on the majority of these products as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!